I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning from Life in the UK test part 230. Ralph Vaughan Williams, just two sentences. That is on page 79, while doing risk training, and if you participate in the risk training, that's the own risk. So it's very short. Maybe it's detailed. Ralph Vaughan Williams, 1872-1958. Wrote music for orchestras and choirs. Can't be much simpler. He was strongly influenced by traditional English folk music. We're going to use the time to learn something else. So he wrote music for orchestras and choirs. Is it possible to write music for something else? Yes, you can write for bands. So take small orchestras. For single persons. You can just write it for a singer. Choir and orchestra is different. So he was writing music for orchestra and choirs, and he was strongly influenced by traditional English folk music. So there's some English folk music. And Ralph Vaughan Williams was influenced by it. That's it. So if you're here for Sir William Wharton, well, you can just skip to the next part. We're not going to do anything more new, but we're going to find something which we hadn't worked properly through. And I think we're going to go to the other festivals and traditions. Where we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. And we're going to make them differently. So, on the 11th November, there's Remembrance Day. And on the 11th November at 11 o'clock, there's a 2-minute silence. And some people are wearing red poppies or something like that. And because they were growing in the fields in Flanders where the battles of First World War I were, some of World War I. And the centerpiece is the, on the left, senator in, it's not written here where it is, in Whitehall in London. And then, okay, that is a Remembrance Day. And then we're having, in 1605, there was Guy Fawkes and a group of other people who tried to make a bomb attack on the Parliament. That was prevented. And that is celebrated in the bonfire night on the 5th November. There are fireworks made. And we're having on the 31st October, there are some people going around, knocking on the door and saying trick or treat. And they are hoping that we're getting a little treat, so a little sweet. And when we're moving on, whether they got the treat or not, we're just moving peacefully on. Anything else would result in legal persecution. That is Halloween, that is on the 31st October. And we're having the third Sunday in June, Father's Day. The children are sending their father a little nice gift card, and we're having Mother's Day, 3 weeks before Easter on a Sunday. 3 weeks before Easter on a Sunday. And the same thing, the children are sending their mother a little nice card. Then we're having, on the 1st April, some people dare to do little jokes on other people. But if they are not respectful, they are similarly to checking on Halloween criminally persecuted or legally persecuted. That is on the 1st April. And we're having on the 14th April, where lovers sending a little nice cards to each other. That is Valentine's Day. When we're having on the 1st January, that is New Year. On already the last year, the Year's Eve, no, it's called New Year's Eve. We have people making, that's not really that they're doing a firework, I said it, but they're doing a firework in the night. And from the 31st to the 1st. And it's called Hogmanay in Scotland. And where it is bigger, it's also the 2nd January is a public holiday. And some people they are singing Auld Lang Syne, which is a more of birds. Now we're doing the full risk training. If you participate in risk training, with the on risk after risk training, we will do something, but nothing new. So again, if you're here for Sir William Wharton or something like that, you can go to the next part. We're having stable legs. We are bringing the arms to the outside, hands out the fist, and we bring the fists down and again up. And we're having 3 rules. The first rule is, which is stopping immediately as soon as you feel pain. The second rule is that we are going only as fast as we can go with a little bit of effort. And the third rule is that we are not overdoing it. So how about this is the last time? We're doing many exercises. There's always this argument with doing rather few exercises, therefore more intense or something like that. The wrist is a very complex thing. It's not just one joint. It's very complex. Many muscles, many tendons, many different. So I don't think you can address the whole thing with just 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises. So we're doing quite a lot, but we're doing them all very low intense, very easily. And also we're using the first exercises to get warm for a bit more extreme exercises at the end. Otherwise we won't have to do a warm-up to do these exercises. So the next exercise, the flashlight. Again, hands form the fist next to us, and we're bringing them to the inside and to the outside. And always the 3 rules. The first rule, if there's pain, we're stopping immediately. Second rule, we're going only as fast as we can go with a little bit of effort, so we're not forcing anything, just a bit effort and that is enough. And the third rule, we're not overdoing it. You want to strengthen just. So we're doing less when we're capable of doing. And that was what I said. Now we're doing the T-Regs in the morning. Flat hands out and we bring them down. And again down. And again down. And down. And the last time. Now the T-Regs in the gym. If you don't have a tennis ball, you can just do it without one. We are pressing with moderate force onto the tennis ball, or we're just making a strong fist. We're releasing again, and we're pressing for the second time. We're releasing, and we're pressing for third and final time. Over to the other side, and we are pressing again with moderate force. And we're releasing again, and again. We're releasing, and the last time, we're pressing, and we're releasing. The next exercise is the cautious Big Bang. We're placing the fingertips of one hand on top of the fingernails of the other. We're pressing a bit onto it, and now we're opening against that resisting force. And we're closing again, still pressing it. And this is the last step before we're changing the seats. So now the 10. And that was the last time. Now we're doing, I still can't get the name, the field daisies newer Cynthia's director. So our hands form the fist next to us, about the front, and we're opening slowly. And we're closing again slowly. And again, we're opening and closing. And extend this a little bit, force to the outside, a bit pressing. And again in. Again, open. Let's do this last round. We're opening and closing. Now let's this time switch a little. We're having 3 more exercises like that, but let's now do the first one of these other exercises. We are having the hands next to us and we're bringing the hands down with flat fingers. We're bringing them up again with strong fist and into extension. So now neutral and now down with flat fingers. And now in the middle and higher up with strong fists right here into extension. And again down and flat the fingers. And the last time up with strong fists. And now the second exercise, another exercise, hands next to us, and now we're bringing the hands in, and we're making claws, so like that. And open again, make again claws, Up again, and again close with a little pressure, but at least stay in the position a little longer. And again close, and one last round. Again, if there's pain or if you feel exhausted, then don't do longer. We want to do less when we're capable of doing. That's the third rule, we're not overdoing it. And the next exercise, we are bringing the arms in, we're making strong fists and bringing the fist into flexion. Now we're bringing them down, bringing the hands into extension, and we're flaying the fingers. And again in, strong fists into flexion. And again out with flat fingers. And again in with flexion. Last time, strong fist. And to the outside. It's better to stop inside. And I think two more, but kindly with the hands. Now we're having the hands next to us. And now we're bringing them in and we're bending as the knuckles. So not at the joints, but at the knuckles. Okay. Down. Now again. And down. And again up. Again down last time, hold it here a little bit. And up. One last exercise of this step and then another one. We are having long arms with strong fists. And now we bring these strong fists to the inside. Now to the outside with flat fingers. That are the unfolding rocket boosters. And again to the inside with strong fists. And to the outside with flat fingers. And to the inside with strong fists. And to the outside with flat fingers. And the last time to the inside with strong fists. And to the outside with flat fingers. And last exercise. Flat hand next to us. We're bending again at knuckles. Now we're pressing still a bit time, this time on one finger a little bit. And up with the other hand and out, bending at the knuckles, and we're pressing a bit onto them. And another time into the position. And we're pressing again a bit onto them. With your eye hand, last time. Pressing a bit onto them. Onto them. And we're going now, last exercise, not an exercise. We're going with moderate pressure over the middle part of the lower arm. That's the place where we extend the digital muscle. This muscle here extends with these four fingers. And on the other side. Now we're having a lower minute. Let's read the quotes of Winston Churchill another time. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight on the hills. We shall never surrender. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. I thank you very much, and until next time.